What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Diego and today I'm going to be providing you with a small update on my whole Masters MSc episode of my life. For those of you who've been following me on my Instagram, which is at Strive to Med, you would have been kept up to date with some of the things I was going through, late night library sessions. I'm not going to say rushing to submit my last project, but working hard anyway. So yeah, this video is going to be all about basically what happened with my masters. Did I pass? Did I fail? Did I complete it? And also what my goals are now that I finished my MSc, what I'm actually going to end up doing. So yeah, keep it locked and I hope you enjoy this video.
God always. Michael V. Dale.
So about a week and a half ago, I submitted my dissertation, which was a massive relief and I felt really good about it. I had about 12 months to work on it, to submit it, to get it over the line. And even though I had 12 months, I really started about 6 or 5 months before the deadline. And that was mainly because at that point I still hadn't gone through all of my course modules. So I really didn't know what exactly I wanted to do my topic on. So I ended up doing my MSc dissertation on competition, so looking at the impact of pro-competitive policies in England, and particularly in the NHS's quality of care. So that's what it was about, and it took me about 5 months. It was a systematic review, so there was a lot of reviewing papers, going through the methodology, making sure it was robust, making sure it was up to scratch with scientific standards. So yeah, so it was fun, it was intense, and it was quite intense actually, because I was combining work with revising also for like the UCAT exam also. And speaking of work, I just came back from work, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. If not, I wouldn't be looking that formal, but I thought I'd just get these videos done with. But yeah, anyway, just carrying on. I thought, yeah, so basically I submitted my dissertation, I did all of that work, and it was quite tough. It was quite hard work to get it done, but thankfully it's done. And now I'm waiting for my grades, which I'll get in December. So in December, I'll know if I've passed, failed, basically what's going to happen with my course. I'm due to graduate next May at the fancy Royal Albert Hall, which is always I can imagine it's a great venue to graduate from. And yeah, it's just been a really good journey. It's been quite rewarding, I'd say, and it's been quite challenging also. You know, doing an MSc is quite different from a BSc. The content, I wouldn't say is necessarily that much harder, but it's just a bit different learning techniques, way more independent learning. And for me, it's been sort of a challenge. In the beginning it was, and towards the end I got more used to it. So yeah, that's what I can say in terms of like a brief summary of this little last bit of this MSc. Now that I've completed it, I'm hoping to pass. Everything is pointing towards me passing. I've passed all my modules, and I adhere to the scientific guidelines for when you're doing a systematic review. So I'm hoping that it will be enough for me to get a good grade and therefore completing my MSc. So moving on now that I've completed my MSc, with the idea that I've passed, my aims. So what are my aims now? For those of you who've been following this channel for some time, and for those of you who follow my Instagram, you would have known that my aim is to get into medicine, so particularly graduate entry medicine. Although I am still looking at undergraduate courses as well as an option, even though it's financing can be a bit more difficult. It's something that I'm looking at, and to be honest, I just want to get into the course and start my journey really in medicine. And so so what happened is that I took the UCAT exam about a month and a half ago. I would say it went all right, possibly enough to maybe submit an application, but in all honesty, it was more of a trial for me because I was doing my dissertation and my full-time work, so it was quite hard for me to give it the hours and the time that I wanted. Although, of course, ideally I'd have wanted to just get it done in one go and then that's it, start uni next year. You know, at this point, not everything's said, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get in or if I won't get in. But if not, I'm more than willing to do it again. I've learned from some mistakes, and really right now it's just about working hard, maintaining myself committed to this goal and consistent, because, you know, it can be quite hard, especially with medicine, because for the application you've got like a 1 year gap for you to try again, and it can be quite hard sometimes. It can be quite discouraging also when you put time and effort into an exam and maybe it doesn't go your way. So like I'm saying, my goal really is to get into medicine. I'm not going to say it's been a lifelong goal or ambition. I had some interest when I was younger, but it sort of faded, and then I went into study biological sciences. And when I finished my course, I realized I didn't really want to get into the lab, being a lab-based role for the rest of my career. And yeah, I just started to get more interested into medicine. I did work experience, clinical shadowing, research, and it just made me fall in love with medicine, to be honest. So that's my aim. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be submitting my application in about a week's time, and hopefully I'll be getting some offers. And if not, then that's just part of the journey anyway. And I just encourage you also, if you get any rejections, you've got to carry on going forward. It's not easy. Many people get rejected at their first attempt, so it's just part of the journey. You know, it's just part of the journey. You just got to carry on going forward. I'm going to be applying to KCL, SGUL, which is St George's. I was going to be applying to Warwick, but they actually changed something this year where in order to apply, you have to have your masters. For example, I had the 2-2 in my BSc. So for me to apply, I actually have to have my results for my MSc already, which was different from last year, because from what I read, it was you needed to have your MSc awarded by the time you're going to enroll. So anyway, I'm going to be applying for the undergraduate courses on SGUL, at SGUL and KCL, and we're going to see how it goes. And if not, then I'm just going to do it next year anyway. I've got this whole year. I've managed to do my MSc, so it's been productive. I'm going to carry on working full time, and hopefully it will go well. Hopefully I'll get some offers maybe this year. You know, sometimes things can work in a crazy way, so I'm not discounting or discarding any random opportunities coming up. It would be great. Maybe it might not be necessarily that realistic, but it would be great nonetheless. And if not, really I'm going to take like a month's break, and I'm just going to start drilling into GAMSAT preparation, UCAT preparation, and really drilling into the areas where I know that last time I failed, or I just didn't really know how to address them properly. Now I've got more experience, and I feel that I can tackle them better. And that's just the only thing you can do, really. So I encourage you also, if you're going through the same situation as me or similar, maybe you did the exam, you're still going to submit an application, but you're not that confident, all I can really say is, and I encourage you to just carry on going forward. You know, if you think about medicine, it's really like a lifelong career where it's like 15, 20 years. Really, a year or 2 years isn't really much in the whole grand scheme of things. So that's what I say to myself, to keep encouraged. It's true, so I also say that to you as well. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. And I just hope you enjoyed this content. I've got more content coming up related to MSc, science, biological sciences, getting work experience also. So yeah, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Leave your comments below. I'd like to hear if you're applying this year, how you found the UCAT, the GAMSAT, or if you're going to be reapplying next year, or maybe you're just gonna apply next year because maybe this year didn't go well. What I will say quickly is if it didn't go too well this year, still submit an application. You never know what may happen, and you know, if anything, you'll probably lose a couple of pounds on your application, but you at least will have maybe some sort of opportunity to get an offer. But yeah, that's all from me. Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Diego, and it's been a pleasure to have you here. For those of you who are subscribers, thank you for visiting again. And for those of you who are new, thank you for visiting for the first time. Please subscribe, and I'll be happy to have you here again.